So today I wanted to give you 10 micro habits that you can do on a daily or weekly basis that are going to help you glow up not just physically, but financially, mentally, and physically. So let's dive right into these 10 micro habits that are going to help you glow up financially, mentally, and physically. For those of you who are new here, my name is Tessabella, aka Billion Dollar Bella, and my goal is to help you make, manage, and multiply your money, aka step right into that rich girl era while living your best soft girl life. And these 10 micro habits I think are going to get you that much closer. Micro habit number 1 might sound a little silly when I say this, but facial grooming. I find that facial grooming is one of the most important and often overlooked things that can help you just feel and look so much better. So when I talk about facial grooming, I say it that way because it encompasses a lot of different things. This could be getting different treatments. This could be your skincare routine. This could be making sure that you get those little razors off of Amazon and you're shaving off that little peach fuzz so that your skin can breathe and so that your products can actually absorb into your skin. It's combing your eyebrows. It's all of that kind of stuff. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you always have, a bunch of makeup on or that you're doing this crazy elaborate skincare routine. It's simply doing the things to make your face look taken care of. And a lot of that can be done without spending a dime on products. It's really just about making sure that you're taking the time to take care of yourself, take care of your skin. And I promise you, having that strong foundation is going to make such a difference when it comes to anything else. So just taking pride in your facial grooming and making sure that you are well manicured in your face is sort of a silly one, but one of the micro habits that has helped me so much in my glow up journey. Micro habit number 2 is a morning routine. I could go on and on and on about how incredible morning routines are. Now, I know that we probably see a ton of this on social media as well, people that have these crazy elaborate morning routines. That is not what I mean when I say having a morning routine. What I do think is important is that you have intention in your morning. So just like anything, you want to start from where you are with what you have and then continue to build on that. So if you don't currently have any sort of morning routine, I would highly encourage you to start with 3 to 5 things that you're going to do each and every single morning to set the tone for your day. This may be things like chugging water, journaling, praying, maybe it's listening to a meditation, maybe it's putting on a song that makes you feel good and alive and energetic. Maybe it's going for a quick walk outside, moving your body, fueling your body. There are so many different components that you can include in a morning routine. I'll share a little bit of what I do just to give you an idea, but if you guys want a full video on my morning routine as a 7-figure entrepreneur, I would be totally happy to show you what that looks like. So first things first, when I wake up, I do like to wake up leisurely. I used to be the 4 a.m. every morning, crazy hardcore kind of girl for the longest time. Nowadays, I wake up typically around 6 a.m., but I also just sort of feel it out with my body. And sometimes if I need a little bit of extra lay around time, I will give that to myself. And I will say I feel very fortunate to have that luxury to be able to do that. But that is a big piece of my morning routine. It's just making sure that I'm waking up peacefully, but it's typically around 6 or 6:30. Next, the first thing I do is I tongue scrape. It is so important to get those toxins off of your tongue that accrued while you were sleeping. So I go and I tongue scrape and I'll brush my teeth. A lot of times I'll pop my contacts in because I'm blind as a bat. And then it's straight to chugging water. Not only is it really good to get some of that hydration flowing through your cells, but also it helps me to feel way more awake, way more quickly. Next is I like to go into something for my mental stability. So typically I will do some time with my devotional. I will do some prayer, some journaling. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. Sometimes it's much more condensed. But I do like to always spend at least a little bit of my morning doing something really intentional. And I find that it also helps to get kind of my brain fired up. Next, I love to dive into turning things over in the house. So if I have a load of laundry in, I'll just swap that. If I have some dishes in the dishwasher, I'll unload them, whatever, so that I feel like I'm starting really with a clean slate. And then I list out what my day looks like / kind of visit with my schedule. But I think that that's a good example of some of the simple things. It's not crazy. It's not anything wild. It's just to really make sure that you're setting the tone for your day and you're kind of giving yourself control over the controllables. You're really starting to set the expectations for your day. And if you can at least do those things, you know that the rest of the day is probably going to be off to a much stronger start. Micro habit number 3 is a lot more to do with your finances, and that is to set up at least one source of online income. If you don't already have some stream of income coming from the internet, I would highly suggest that you do this because, of course, the more that we can have some income coming in, it tends to make a lot of the other elements of physical glow-ups, mental glow-ups, financial glow-ups seem a lot more attainable because we have more resources readily available to us. And in today's day and age, there's just simply no reason not to have an online income source. If you want to tune into my free Online Income Masterclass, you can check it out in the description below. It shows you the exact strategy that I use to generate income every single day. And my goal right now is to scale that up to $60,000 a month in the next 90 days. And I'm so excited to document the journey so you can follow along exactly what I'm doing and see those same kind of results for yourself. Check it out down below. And micro habit number 4 is a little bit of a splurge, but sometimes those are well worth it. So this is probably the only splurge on the list here, but this splurge is to get a hydrofacial or some sort of treatment once a month. They're pretty good for just about every skin type, but of course I am not a professional esthetician or dermatologist or anything, so be sure to consult with a professional, but I would highly recommend exploring this as an option. They can be a little bit pricier. In my market, they're typically about $150 to $200, kind of depending on where you're at. But you can often go on somewhere like Groupon and find places that you can get a really good discount, especially for first 1 or 2 or a little package of them. I used to struggle so bad with my skin. It's been a long journey. And these are one of the treatments that I truly feel has completely transformed the texture of my skin and just how like glowy it is. It kind of like slurps out all the stuff you don't want in your skin. You would be shocked at how much gunk and just oil and buildup, especially for the girls who wear makeup, can get just like stuck in there that you may not be getting out with typical washes. So really highly suggest that one. I know it's a little bit of a splurge, but it'll make you look and feel so much better. Micro habit number 5 is to prepare your emergency savings fund. I've got another video on my channel where I talk about exactly the steps to follow in order to set up 3 to 6 months of an emergency savings fund in a really attainable way. So if you don't yet have that, I encourage you to watch that video. We'll try to link it down below or somewhere around here so that you can watch it, or you can just go to my channel and check that out to walk you through it. But definitely make sure that you've set up a savings fund and that you have some money additionally going into your savings on a weekly or monthly basis, even if it is a small amount. So it's really important to just get in the habit of continually tucking away money into savings. Micro habit number 6 is manicured nails. Now you will see there is nothing on these nails. I've got no polish, I've got no nails on, but when I say manicured nails and or hands, what I'm talking about is just that they're well taken care of. I've actually started to really love the look of having nothing on my nails. And I used to be like, you would never see my hands without a fresh manicure, a fresh set of acrylics, anything. I was like that probably since I was like 15 years old. It's kind of crazy to even think about. But when I say well manicured nails, I just mean taken care of. Your nail beds are clean, your cuticles are cleaned up, they're taken care of, they're filed, they're clean, you don't have stuff under your nails, and that your hands are nice and moisturized. Your hands are one of the most obvious tells of aging. So it's really important to keep your hands moisturized, keep them like clean, smelling good, and your nails just taken care of. It not only makes you feel more put together, but of course it looks very nice as well. Micro habit number 7 is to automate your investing. Now, what I'm about to say is in no way sponsored or specific to this company. This is just what I personally do. I have set up for the last 3+ years, probably more than that even now, I have automatic weekly investments. Just like I was talking about with your savings, even if it's a small dollar amount, having automatic things investing for you can really help you to set yourself up for a great long-term situation with money set aside, with money growing and compounding in different stocks and ETFs and crypto, etc. It is so important and very simple to do. I personally love the platform Fundrise. Not only is it easy to use, I find it really easy to navigate to set up your own kind of like Roth IRA or any of those things if you aren't a traditionally employed person, but also they have an entire university that you can go on and learn all about different styles of trading and investing. So it is really, really a cool resource. I love that one. And then I also set up reoccurring investments on things like Robinhood and other investment platforms. This for me has just been a total game changer. I personally am a big set it and forget it kind of gal. Of course, there's different investments and things that I do that are more like intentional and active, but I love to just know that at the very least I have things that are automated and set up. And each year I usually check them, maybe a couple times a year. I just did because my boyfriend checks his every single day and like ran in the room the other day, was like, have you looked at your crypto? Because it's doing well right now. I looked at it for the first time probably in at least 6 months, and I was shocked at how well it was doing. And it was an amazing surprise to see, just because I now have things that are, building and compounding in there. So that is a very important micro habit, and it's great to set it up, kind of forget about it, and see how that can grow over the years. Micro habit number 8 is to get active daily. Now, this doesn't mean it has to be a crazy strenuous workout, just getting active. That could be stretching in your home. It could be going for a quick walk around the block. I encourage you to listen to your body, go through those phases, especially for my females out there. It's important to work out in ways that align with like your hormone cycles and just what feels good for your body. But getting active daily will help you physically and mentally completely glow up. So do not let that fall to the wayside. Always prioritize some movement for your body. Micro habit number 9 is to drink your water, drink your electrolytes and pH. These are 2 products. I don't often recommend like products, but 2 things that I think are really important is some sort of electrolyte powder or electrolytes that you can add to your water. You can also do this a more natural way with just some Celtic sea salt and lemon and like a splash of honey into water is a really good rehydration beverage that's good for like restoring your electrolytes. Or you can get like powdered mixes, totally up to you. But electrolytes are really important. A lot of times people think, oh, if I'm chugging water throughout the day and I'm going to the bathroom all the time, I'm really hydrated. That actually means that your body's not really absorbing that water. So it's really important that you have proper electrolytes so that you're truly absorbing the water that you're drinking. If you're just going to the bathroom all the time throughout the day, that probably means that water's just running right through you and not really truly absorbing into your body the way that it needs to. The other thing is I love pH drops. I get them there. I think they're called Optimal pH on Amazon. They're super inexpensive. You just need a couple drops into water so it lasts forever, but it helps to alkalize your water to also make sure that you have all the minerals and nutrients that you need. So do your own research again. As always, make sure that's right for you, but I would highly recommend hydrating yourself with electrolytes and some pH drops to make sure that you are well nourished. Micro habit number 10 is 90-day resets. This is something that I started doing probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I started to really follow the 12-week year model, which again, if you guys want a breakdown on that, would love to run through that. But I started following a 12-week year model, which meant that every 90 days, so once a quarter, I was sort of resetting and treating that almost as a new year. And not only did I find myself to be way more productive, but I like to use those 90-day resets as a time to reflect on what did work, reflect on what didn't work, what I want to change, progress that I've made, and just kind of reconnect. I think it's really important to remove yourself from your specific environment in order to conduct this 90-day reset. You can totally just do it during the day for yourself. Just make sure that you pre-schedule it every 90 days. Maybe go to like a different coffee shop or a little co-working space or a friend's house or something that removes you from your typical environment that you're in, and reflect on what the last 90 days looked like and set a good intention for your next 90 days and really try to kind of cast what you want those next 90 days to look like. New commitments that you make, maybe a new morning routine that you're going to follow, some of the goals that you've set out to accomplish. The more that we can have visibility on that stuff and like true commitment to it, the more likely you are to hit it. But that concludes my 10 micro habits that will completely change your life and help you to glow up mentally, physically, financially, all around. You are going to be a much more well-rounded person if you follow just even a few of these micro habits. So I hope that that was helpful. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, drop your comments, and explore all of the resources that I've included down in that description box below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.